Okay guys, so today I'm going to show you how to replace a door glass on a 2011 Honda Element. And first what we have to do is we have to get our tools ready. Some of the tools we're going to need, a panel tool. I also have a 3/8 ratchet with a 10mm socket. We are going to need a pick of some sort. Also have a plastic panel tool, so when I'm dealing with the plastic door panel, I don't scratch it or mar it. Next, we're going to need a pick. I happen to have a 90-degree pick on me. You can use a slightly less angle of a pick. That'll be perfectly fine. And we are going to need a Phillips. You can use a Phillips screwdriver and take the fasteners out by hand, or you can use a drill like I have with a Phillips. Next, we're going to start by removing the covers for the fasteners. And for this specific door panel, we have a cover right here behind the door handle. We also have one underneath the handle right here. There's a little square cover we're going to remove. Also, for this door panel, you have to remove the speaker in order to remove this door panel. So I'll go ahead and start by removing these covers. So the first one, as I said, is at the door handle. Just stick your angled pick in. There's a little cutout. You stick it in, and then you pry it off. Next one is up under the handle over here. So you just take your pick, put in the cutout, pop it out. This one stays in the door. I'm going to try to get you a better angle on that. Next, we are going to remove the speaker cover. And for that, I'm going to use this plastic panel tool. Basically, just force it behind the cover, just gently pry up, and then you move it up a little bit, pry up to release all the clips, and you do the same on the bottom. And you should be able to pop it off, just like that. If you take a look at the back, got clips that just hold it on. Next, I'm going to remove all my fasteners. Speaker out of the hole and unplug it. I'm going to take out the window switches, so I'm going to use my metal panel tool. And the reason the plastic won't work is because the gap, there's not enough of a gap to get the plastic one in. But basically, you take the panel tool, you push it up underneath, and you pry up. You'll hear the clips let go, and just follow that up along the sides. You can see how it already released along the sides. Now on this specific switch, you do not want to pry up on the front. I'll go ahead and show you how to remove this. So basically, once you got all the clips pop loose, all the clips right here along the sides, you take it and you pop it up a little more, and you slide the whole assembly back, and then you can remove the front. So you take the switch, you slide the switch back, remove the front, and then you can pull the whole switch out. And then up underneath the switch, you have to remove the plugs. So on this one, you can see that little rectangle right there. You're going to want to depress that, push that in, and you can, as you're pushing it in, you can go ahead and wiggle and pull the plug out. And the same thing on the front, remove the door panel. And the way to remove the door panel is you start from the bottom. That's usually where I start from. You're going to want to get a good grip underneath, or you can use your plastic panel tool. Go up underneath the door, find the gap, and then pry up. So I usually just take my hand and gently find a little gap in between the bottom of the door, and then just same thing goes over here. You just keep on going. wherever you feel tension, as you slide your hand up the side of the door, you feel it get nice and tight. That means there's a clip somewhere around there. You want to be gentle and just give it a nice little tug. You'll hear the clips pop loose. You're going to want to remove this black piece. It's the same thing. You just pull straight out, and it's just held in by little clips. Before you lift up on the door panel to remove it, take it off the tripod. You're going to want to come up, and you have to remove the assembly over here. Okay, so what you want to do is once you pull this out, you're going to want to push this white clip that way. It's going to swing around. You just have to get your hand in there. Give it a good push. There you go. So what I did was I pushed on that clip and it swung around. And you can go ahead and just take your finger, pry up on that bar. You just push up and the bar pops right out. And lastly, you have to remove the plug. And it's the same as the one for the speaker. You can see that little rectangle right there. You depress that, you press it, and you can pull it right out. As such. Remove this triangular piece. You can see it's on the left side of the door. And to remove this, what you have to do is you have to come up underneath with the panel tool. You pry out, that'll pop this clip loose. And then you want to gently pry up on it and then slide this whole piece out. So once you get this corner piece off up here, that triangular black piece, next step is to remove the door panel. And to remove that, what you're going to do is you're going to take the bottom, pull it out a little bit, and then just lift up. Just lift up. The whole door panel will come right off. And I'm replacing this glass. Not that the glass is broken, but it is all scratched up. We're gonna hook the switch back up, so basically plug in the switch. All you need is this back plug. Turn the car on. I'll just roll it up a little bit. And looks like it's good. And as you can see, there's one bolt right there, and the other bolt is right there. I got both of the bolts lined up. And from here, I'm going to need that 10 millimeter. So here's that 10 millimeter ratchet. And I'm gonna undo them two 10 millimeter bolts. Okay guys, so I went ahead and I pulled the glass out. I did not show that part because most of you will just be putting the glass in, so I will go ahead and show you how to get that glass back in the hole. But if you are doing a glass replacement because it is broken, it is very important that you clean out the channels. So right here on the side where the glass is going to slide up and down, and I do the same over here. You're going to want to slide this tool until you get all of that glass out. And along the top where the glass seats, you're going to want to do that along the top as well. After you go ahead and clean out that channel, the next part is vacuuming. And on this specific door, they give you nice big access ports. So we got this hole right here. So you take your vacuum and you vacuum all up in there. And you got the one, the speaker hole. You can stick your vacuum in there and get all in there. You probably need a shop vac, something with a hose on it, and get all that glass out of there. So that way, once you're finished, you assemble it, put it back together, and you won't hear any rattling as you're driving down the road. Okay guys, so now we're on the back side of the door, and that's the regulator. Those are the two holes that we took them bolts out of earlier. And if I move the window, you can see that that's the window. This is the metal piece, is the regulator. And basically we just got to put the two 10 millimeter bolts back in the two holes. We got the plug, the window switch still plugged in. Before we assemble, we want to test the function and make sure it is working. So it's very tricky, but go ahead and get that lock in. Push the door panel and pick the bottom up just a little bit and slide it down. You'll feel it slide right in place, just like that. And again, make sure you got both plugs, all the plugs out. From there, what you do is go ahead and push the door panel in place. I'm going to show you how to reconnect that rod to the door handle, so that way once you get the door panel on, you have a good idea of how to do it. So basically what you do is you take that rod and you want to put it, you see how the L right there, right at the end it comes down, you want to put it right in that hole as such. You put it right in that hole, and then you got this little white piece, you push it and you're gonna push it right over the rod like that.